Hi, my name is Pat Kennedy. Thanks, a shout out to Paul Kelsey for starting us off with such an excellent video, Paul. I'm sure that mine will be nowhere near as good as yours. But I want to show people that you can make a video on your iPhone. You don't have to get dressed up. You don't have to have a script. You don't even have to wash your face, to be honest. So here I am outside my stables talking to you about my experience with the digital pension, which is now belongs to HPE. I joined as a temp in 1978 in Parker Street in corporate personnel in a day when it wasn't called things like human resources, which, by the way, are there to be used up and not cared about. So in corporate personnel, I started to work in organization development. What I did caught the attention of the leadership in Scotland, and in 1980, the company asked me to make my first trip as a consultant to AIR. I came over. That relationship built, and in 1985, the company asked me to relocate to Scotland, initially on a temporary international relocation contract. I did. I became the Digital Equipment Scotland Limited personnel manager, and I stayed until 1991. When digital had changed almost beyond all recognition, which is a whole nother subject. Anyway, I left. I went into private practice as a consultant. I stayed here in Scotland, which is absolutely the center of my life, my farm. And I continued to work as a consultant until my mother developed dementia. She lived in America, so I had to go to America and figure out a way to get her out of there and get her into the UK. I was born a British citizen. My mother was not. So on to the next chapter of the story. I took care of my mother until she passed. I then had to, as she got worse, I had to stop working as a consultant and focus on her. And then after she passed, I decided no point in going back to work and the life of a consultant. And I started to draw my pension. And then I discovered that this pension was not what I was expecting. And it was not what I had told other people to expect. Because of the discretionary increases and the reliance on them for everything pre-97, all my 13 years of service are pre-97. My pension has eroded, declined, been destroyed, whatever word you want to put on it. In the words of my dear friend Dave Lawrence, who was the managing director of Digital Scotland, my pension is crap. Now I'm at the point where I'm in my mid-70s. My husband also followed me and joined Digital in the UK, and so we're both in the same leaky boat. My health is declining. I love living on my farm. It doesn't look like we're going to get any change from the government, and I don't think there's any chance that we will get any change from Hewlett Packard, but I'm still fighting for it. And I hope that you will join me too. Make a video, tell your story. You don't even have to wash your face. Bye.